Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. Year 4 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League comes to you live from Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium for the National League Wildcard Game. It took a 16-3 stretch run, including a 13-inning thriller in Game 163 against the Mets, for the Dodgers to make it back to the postseason. Now they return to the National League Wildcard Game against the Braves in a rematch from last year's NL Wildcard Game, which saw the Braves held hitless by Clayton Kershaw for 6 innings, rallied to take a 2-1 lead, then watch Craig Kimbrel implode in the ninth to blow the save. That blown save followed 8 innings of 1-run ball from Warren Spahn, who takes the ball again here today. He'll be countered by Preacher Roe, who quietly posted the second-best ERA in the National League this season. The Braves seek revenge, the Dodgers seek a repeat, and it's coming to you next, live here from Fulton County Stadium. Spahn is on the hill, wrapping up his warm-up pitches as we get ready to kick off the postseason
for year 4 of the FSBL.
There you see Spahn, 14-7, a 2.94
earned run average. Another terrific season.
Left-hander
Warren Spahn.
He will face Jackie Robinson, down regular
season for Robinson. He batted only .255. 18 homers, 62 batted in. 4 Robinson. Spahn rocks and fires. We are underway.
Through ball there.
Robinson down the right field lines.
Foul. Long run. Acuna tries to get to
it. Can't quite get there.
Strike one.
Owen on the count. Here is Spahn, works to Robinson. Curveball there, swung on and missed. Give me 1 second here. I am having a problem with my headset that is driving me a little bit crazy here. So pause this for 1 moment here. I'm sorry, my headset keeps cutting in and out.
See if that does the trick. Give me 1 second here. You're going to lose video for a second, but I'm not going anywhere. I just have to make sure that the settings are all right. And they are. Okay. So hopefully no further issues there. Apologies. 0-2 the count as Spahn works to Robinson. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-2. Rocks and fires again. Curveball gets Robinson down in the dirt. Throw down to first from Del Crandall to Bob Horner. And there is 1 away. So a good start for Spahn. Again, Spahn threw a gem in last year's wild card game against the Dodgers. Only to have Craig Kimbrel spit the bid in the 9th inning. Here's Davey Lopes. Lopes the DH, 276, 9 homers, 33 RBIs for Lopes. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. Spahn delivers. Lopes lines it past a leaping Horner. Out into right field. It's a 1-out single for Davey Lopes. So that'll bring up Dan Brothers. Brothers, another terrific regular season. Takes a curveball for a called strike. 305, 26 homers, 77 RBIs for Brothers, who is a free agent at the end of this season. See if the Dodgers make overtures to keep Brothers. Breaking ball misses down low. It's 1-1. Spahn rocks and fires, misses down low with the changeup. There'll be lots of off-speed stuff from Spahn. 2-1 offering. Curveball misses down low. Roy Campanella waits on deck as the sun starts to set here in Atlanta. The 3-1 offering. Brothers tops it out to second. Cuccinello has it. Goes to short for one. On to first. Not in time, and they didn't get him at second either. So that was a slow chopper out to second. Cuccinello tries to get the force. He should have just taken the out. He gets nothing. And now here's Campanella with 2 men on. We'll take a look at the replay on this one. Brothers reaches on the fielder's choice, chopped to Cuccinello. And it took Cuccinello a while to get this ball out of his glove. Lopes runs well. You can see Lopes, that foot kind of goes over the bag a little bit, but it looks like the heel catches it. Lopes gets to the bag ahead of time, so potentially a huge mistake there by Tony Cuccinello for the Braves. First and second, 1 out. Here's Campanella. Change up is fouled up. One the count. Spahn delivers. Breaking ball misses inside. One and one. Spahn delivers. Grounder to second. Cuccinello has it again. Flips quickly. Simmons on to first. 4-6-3 double play, and the Braves get out of the jam. So Campanella grounds one to second. This was not hit hard, but Campanella not blessed with much speed. Cuccinello a fine feed to Simmons, and the Braves get out of danger. We head to the bottom of the first in Atlanta. LA nothing. Braves coming up. So here's Preacher Roe. 17-5, a 2.61 ERA. Roe was terrific this season. Kind of lost in the shuffle of Sandy Koufax and Dazzy Vance and Clayton Kershaw, but Preacher Roe was the one who posted the best ERA this season. He'll face Ronald Acuna. 315, 34 homers, 75 RBIs for the Braves right field. First pitch curveball from Roe swung on and missed. Acuna missed last year's wild card game between these two teams with the knee injury that ended his season. Again, the FSBL mirrored real life for Acuna a year ago. Your Braves lineup as Acuna grounds out to third. Acuna, Carty, and Berger. Murphy, Todd Frazier, and Cuccinello. Bob Horner playing first today against the lefty. Andrelton Simmons and Del Crandall. Here's Rico Carty. Carty, a fine rookie season. Breaking ball there, grounded up the middle. Past the diving Robinson into center field. So, the two sides have matched one-out singles. Here in the first, we'll see if the Braves can turn theirs into a run. So that will bring up Wally Berger. Berger, another productive season. Takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike one. 265, 35 homers for Berger. 78 RBIs. The Braves hit the second most homers in the National League this year as the offense suddenly exploded. Dale Murphy took another step forward. They had Acuna for a full season. Chopper here to third, 5-4-3. Brothers digs it out of the dirt, and the side is retired. So both sides get a one-out single. Both sides turn a double play. Both sides head to the second scoreless. So here's Zach Wheat. Wheat steps in to face Spahn to open up the second. 300 average on the button for Zach Wheat. 23 homers, 85 RBIs. Spahn delivers. First pitch is pulled down. FAC Sports Desk with Paul. How are you, Paul? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for checking in. I hope you are well, sir. 0-1 pitch from Spahn. Wheat drives this one into the gap in right center. Murphy ranging over, lays out, and he makes the play. Oh, terrific grab by Dale Murphy to take an extra base hit. Away. Beautifully done by Murph out in center. Long way to go for that ball, but Murphy lays out and makes a spectacular grab to rob Zach Wheat of extra bases. One away here in the second. Here's Willie Davis. Curveball misses outside. 268, 26 homers, 85 RBIs. Davis had an unexpected power surge through the first 2 months of the season. I think he had 15 of those homers for the first 2 months. Then settled down into a more normal Willie Davis type season. Fastball in there for a called strike. It's 1-1. Eating breakfast, that's right. It's much later, but still in the middle of the night, though. You're up early, my friend. 1-1 the count. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. Spahn gets the sign. Rocks and fires. Fastball is fouled off. Here's the 1-2 offer. Sinker misses down low. And Spahn in this same spot against this same team, the National League Wildcard Game a year ago, 8 innings of 1-run ball. He was at about 110 pitches when he got pulled. The Braves led 2-1. Craig Kimbrel came on. Kimbrel blew the save, and the Braves postseason ended quickly. Full count here as Spahn works to Davis. And the changeup misses outside for ball 4. So the speedy Willie Davis will be on with 1 away. Nathaniel, how are you, sir? Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good day and have a good weekend planned ahead. Here's Raul Mondesi, 367, 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Mondesi is September 1st call-up. Did a good job down the stretch and earned a spot on the postseason roster. Fastball, runner goes, throw down to second from Crandall, is on the money, and they get him. Oh, terrific throw from Del Crandall. Willie Davis gets the jump, but Crandall puts it right on the money. Cuccinello slaps on the tag. So the Braves defense coming up big here in the second. A sensational play from Dale Murphy. And now a perfect throw from Del Crandall. 2 away. 0-2 to Mondesi. Tied up with the curveball inside. Spahn ties Mondesi in knots and gets out of the second. We'll head to the bottom half. Dodgers nothing, Braves nothing. Here in Fulton County. Yeah, Paul, that was a fun one. Man, I was exhausted by that. And it's funny that that's happened a couple of times where I'm not sure I'm going to really have time to do a game. It's kind of late, but I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to squeeze this one in. And then next thing I know, I'm up till 2 a.m. because the game goes 13 innings. Here's Dale Murphy, 277, 32 homers, 95 runs batted in. Preacher Roe needed five pitches to get through the first inning. Braves are going to have to put up a little more resistance than that. Roe delivers. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-0. Oh, I appreciate that, Nathaniel. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree with that. That was probably a top fiver. I think I said that during the stream. That was a top fiver all time. Two and one the count. Roe delivers. Murphy fouls it straight back. 2-2. Ties him up. Fastball comes inside. Murphy swings and misses, and there's 1 away. Here's Todd Frazier. Frazier acquired mid-season. Braves look to bolster their third base situation. Frazier did a nice job down the stretch. 274, 6 homers, 20 RBIs. Ezra Sutton left off the postseason roster. Braves still hold out hope on Bob Horner. Bob Horner has had a terrific year one. And since then, Horner has just not been able to match that, much to the dismay of our good friend Dwayne Marks. He was terrible in year two. He was so-so in year three. He started out year four here with a very strong season, but was not able to keep it up and had a very poor second half. But they still know what Horner is capable of. So Horner plays third against righties and plays first against lefties. Powell sits against left-handed pitching. I'm not sure that's going to stay the case for too long. Fastball misses inside. It's 2-2. Powell, of course, acquired last offseason from the Orioles. Fastball misses up high, and the count goes full. I appreciate that, Nathaniel. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, the hard part about that game, like tonight is different. I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. But that game, I did that game after working all night. So by the time that game was done, I was toast. But yeah, it was worth it. That was a great ball game. Change up Roe pulls the string. Down goes Frazier, and there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 15.
So that'll bring up Tony Cuccinello. Cuccinello, much like Willie Davis of the Dodgers, a big power spike early on in the season and then kind of settled into normal numbers, but still a fine season from Cuccinello. Curveball misses down low. 253, 23 homers, a career high for Cuccinello, 73 runs batted in. Roe delivers, fastball misses up again. Good slider there from Roe. Swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Cuccinello slices this one out to right, ranging over is Mondesi. He gets there, puts it away, and the side is retired. So we're through 2 National League Wildcard Game in Atlanta. Dodgers and Braves are scoreless. So here's Bill Russell, 272, 3 homers, 57 RBIs during the regular season for Russell. Spahn delivers, changeup on the outside corner. Spahn delivers again. Fastball's in for a call of strike. Spahn, the big windup, delivers. Russell yanks it foul. And Nathaniel says Koufax versus Fernandez was perfect. I mean, Koufax has just been such a huge big game pitcher here in the FSBL for the Dodgers. He's just, and he had pitched game 163 a year ago against the Cardinals. And he was dazzling in that one. I think he threw 8 scoreless and struck out 12 or 13 in that one. Screwball from Spahn gets Russell, third strikeout for Spahn. There's one away here in the third. But Sid Fernandez was actually he actually won the Outstanding Pitcher Award in year 3 in the National League. He had a very good ERA and a ridiculous record. He got a ton of run support from the Mets and pitched well. He ended up something like 17-3 or 4, something like that. And Fernandez is a guy. Sid was always hard to hit. Sid's problem was he could walk guys. He didn't have a ton of stamina, and he could give up the long ball. if you could tag him. The fun thing about Sid Fernandez is Ed Kincaid singled to the left. Sid was fat, and the Mets used to keep on wondering, well, gee, Sid would have knee problems from time to time, and the Mets would always be like, let's see if we can get Sid to lose some weight, so his knee will hold up better. But every time they tried to get Sid Fernandez to lose weight, he stunk. His delivery was weird. His arm just came kind of. You had a very hard time picking up the ball on it. And every time the Mets would try to get Sid to lose weight, he'd struggle. And eventually, they just kind of gave up on it. But he ended up having knee and back problems, and his peak wasn't that long. 1-1 pitch there, misses up high. It's 2-1. Yeah, I agree, Paul. I need balance. I mean, I was a pitcher. I lean towards pitching, but I'm not the whole concept like dead ball and so it didn't really appeal to me very much. But I mean, I appreciate the talent of those guys, and they're incorporated in my leagues, obviously. But I'm not really a dead ball guy. But I appreciate talent. But yeah, anything that's a balance, I'm usually going to be good with. Robinson gets out in front of that curveball. He tattoos it, but well foul, and the count holds at 2-2. Pinckney on first with one out here in the top of the third of a scoreless National League Wildcard game. Spahn delivers curveball there, locks up Robinson. So Spahn picks up his fourth strikeout for the second out here in the third. Jackie Robinson's struggles continue. Here's David, both singled his first time up. As our good friend Dwayne March tunes in. Sure to check out Dwayne's fabulous channel. And Streamin' Demon, our resident Braves fan. Hoping the Braves have a different result than last year's wild card game against these Dodgers. One and one the count. Spahn delivers. Fly ball out to center. Dale Murphy, an easier grab than the terrific play he made before, puts this one away. And the side is retired. The Spahn gets around the base runner. We'll head to the bottom of the third here in Atlanta. Dodgers nothing, Braves nothing. Horner, Simmons, and Crandall due up for Atlanta. So here's Bob Horner, and this was a tough call for the Braves. Having Horner play here against the lefty, 239, 22 homers, 51 RBIs. You know that Horner has some pop. He has just, as we mentioned a little while ago, not been able to replicate over a full season those year one numbers. Boog Powell generally is very poor against left-handed pitching. But you could have made the argument that Powell, who was a great addition for the Braves this year, could have gotten the start over Horner despite the platoon situation. Horner gets the start at first here in the wild card game. He's behind Roe 0-2 here, and he gets him with the curveball, and Roe has that curveball dancing. Third strikeout for Preacher Roe, and there's one away.
The shortstop, number 19.
So that'll bring up Andrelton Simmons. Simmons, the spectacular defensive shortstop for the Braves. Didn't do much at the plate this year. 272, a homer, 16 RBIs. He missed some time with injury as well. 0-1 the count. Roe delivers. Simmons swings and misses, and the count goes to 0-2. So Roe getting ahead of virtually everybody here in the early going. 0-2 offering to Simmons. Fly ball to left. Zach Wheat camps out underneath it. Puts it away for out number 2. So 2-2 down here in the bottom of the third as Roe faces Del Crandall. 246, 8 homers, 17 RBIs for Crandall here in his rookie campaign. Randall with a perfect throw to throw out Willie Davis. In that second inning, the Braves defense shining. Dale Murphy with a spectacular diving grab to rob Zach Wheat of extra bases. Fastball there is a called strike. It's 1-1. Roe delivers. Change up outside. Wayne would have been very pleased by that Dale Murphy catch. Big Murph fan. 2-1 curveball misses inside. It's 3-1. Ronald Acuna waits on deck. Here's the 3-1 offer. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count goes full. Roe gets the sign from Campanella. Preacher Roe dealing quickly, and there's that changeup down and in, and he gets Crandall. So Spahn and Roe both throwing darts to this point. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Dodgers nothing, Braves nothing. Nathaniel asks, when is the next boxing matchup? I actually have the fights for 2 cards recorded. I just have to get to announcing. Just trying to get the basketball playoffs going and get the baseball playoffs rolling. It's just been, limited time, and I put those ahead of the boxing right now. There's actually going to be a stretch of time after the playoffs are over here for year 4 for baseball and the basketball playoffs are over. It's probably just going to be boxing on the channel for a little bit. While I have to get stuff ready for season 5 and kind of decide what I'm doing with the other sports on the channel. Up the middle, past a diving Simmons, and Dan Brothers has a leadoff single to open up the fourth. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that boxing project. And it's rating the fighters and everything like that is going really well. So I certainly want to be sticking with that. It's just kind of right now it's falling a little bit prey to only so many hours in a day. But boxing will be present hopefully over the next week or so and pick up significantly when the playoffs are over. Curveball to Campanella. It's 1-1. Campanella grounded into a double play his first time up. Campanella skies this one to left. It's carrying. This ball still carrying at the warning track. Hardy puts it away for the out, and Brothers retreats to first. Almost had a launching pad home run there for Roy Campanella. But it dies on the track. Hardy puts it away for out number 1. Yes, Dwayne Murphy was a very good out. Here's Zach Wheat. Wheat, as we just mentioned, robbed by Dale Murphy his first time up. Fastball up and in, a called strike. On delivery. Wheat dunks this one out into left. Coming on is Carty. He's going to have to play that one on the hop. So Zach Wheat drops a bloop single into left, and the Dodgers have a little something cooking here. First and second. 1 away. Here's Willie Davis. Oh no, Paul got grounded. Thanks, Paul. Enjoy the game whenever you get to watch it, my friend. Always appreciate the time. 1-0 to Willie Davis. Spahn delivers. Davis lashes one the other way, but foul. Spahn from the set. Delivers. Davis fouls off another. So 1-2 the count here. Spahn working to Davis. Delivers. Shot down to third. Kicked by Frazier. Tags the runner at third. Goes to second for the force. Beautifully done by Todd Frazier down at third for the Braves. That retires the side. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Fulton County Stadium, ensconced in darkness now as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Here's Ronald Acuna. Acuna grounded out his first time up. Fastball from Roe, misses down low. Again, Acuna missed this wild card game last year, missing the second half of the season with his knee injury. And somewhat comedically, unless you're a Braves fan, mirroring real life. Fastball, oh, Roe gets squeezed there. That one looked good. Instead, the count is 3-0 to Acuna. Acuna capable of swiping a bat. Roe delivers, Acuna taking all the way for strike one. Fastball there, Acuna swings and misses. So Roe has battled back from falling behind 3-0. He's now got the count to 3-2. Roe rocks and fires. Misses inside for ball four. So Roe works his way back but can't close the deal. And Acuna has a leadoff walk. Here's Rico Carty. Carty singled up the middle his first time. From the set, checks Acuna at first. Delivers curveball on the inside corner for strike one. Braves fans not happy about that strike call. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down the middle, and Carty takes it. And Carty was thinking fastball there, got the change, let it go, and it was right down the middle. 0-2 the count. So throws over to first. Acuna gets back to the bat. Oh, 2. Breaking ball, pulled, fair ball down the left field line. Wheat gets over to it, but Acuna is going to dig into third, and Acuna pulls in at third. Carty will hold at first, but runners at the corners. The Braves have something going here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rico Carty is 2 for 2, and now it's the heart of the Braves order coming up. Berger is 0 for 1 here. Roe can get Berger to put one on the ground. Roe deals. Change up is in. He's ahead of Berger 0-2. Berger, another one of those guys who in real life didn't have a really long peak, but Berger's best seasons were really, really good seasons. Roe fans him here, though. 5th strikeout for Berger. 1 away, and here's Dale Murphy. So now Roe has put himself in a position to possibly get out of this jam. This would be huge if he can get out of this without allowing a run. Murphy, high fly ball to left. That's not going to happen. And this may be 3 runs. Weed is looking up. And that ball is out of here. 3-run jack for Dale Murphy. And the Braves strike first. Murphy goes yard. Roe left one up in the zone. And Murphy deposits it over the wall in left. 3-0 Atlanta here in the National League Wildcard Game. So Murphy, with that sensational defensive play earlier on to rob Zach Weed of extra bases, now does it at the plate as well. 3-run bomb from Murphy. 3-0 Braves. Wheat went back on that ball, but all he could do was watch. Here's Todd Frazier. Frazier is 0 for 1. Ground ball down to third, kicked nicely by Pinckney. Throws over to first, and there's 2 away. So now the Braves have staked Spahn to a 3-0 lead, and Spahn is looking sharp. Of course, Roe was looking sharp until he wasn't. Here's Cuccinella, 0 for 1, lined out his first time up. Cuccinella made a costly defensive miscue. Well, what looked like it was going to be a costly defensive miscue, I should say. But then, Spahn was able to get the double play ball. and get out of it. Change up down low. Cuccinello swings over the top of it. His hand says Murph kissed it goodbye. Popped up, foul ground. Hangs up there. Pinckney almost makes the play. Change up off the plate. 1-2 the count. One and two. Cuccinello smacks it down to first. Brothers picks it. Flips it to Roe. And the side is retired. But Dale Murphy brings the home crowd to its feet. 3-run jack. We head to the fifth. Atlanta 3. Dodgers nothing. So here's Mondesi. Mondesi struck out his first time up. Spahn would really love a shutdown inning here after the 3-run inning from his side. See it happen far too often. You go and you get the momentum, and then you give some of the momentum right back. Spahn's going to try to avoid that here against the bottom of the Dodgers order. Mondesi drives this one to left. Carty's going back at the wall. It's out of here. Home run, Raul Mondesi. Well, I already know what Dwayne is thinking. I had to open my big mouth. Mondesi puts a wall scraper over the wall in left. The Dodgers are on the board. It's 3-1 Braves. Mondesi again hit over 350 after being a call-up September 1st after a minor league all-star season. Made the playoff roster, gets the start here in the Wildcard Game. And Homer is here to make it a 3-1 ball game. Here's Bill Russell. Change up. Russell swings and misses. Russell struck out his first time up. It's funny, we had that Mets-Dodgers epic the other night. Our good friend Mike, Sports Time Machine, was on here. He mentioned at one point, he's like, "Oh, is your Mets fandom creeping through?" And I wasn't sure. I could, you can't tell tone and text. Like, did he think I was favoring them, or was he just being facetious? So I didn't respond to it because I didn't want to interpret the tone wrong. But I'm like, hey man, listen, I am a Mets fan, and my Mets haven't done squat. They got taken out by the Cardinals in the division series each of the first 2 years. And then have gotten taken out. Missed the playoffs completely last year. Got knocked out in game 163 this year. Here's George Pinckney. Pinckney's 1-for-1. And his SGJ Jamie checked in. Be sure to check out Jamie's Sports Game Journal. His Facebook group for that. Now at the 500 mark. So congrats on that, Jamie. Well deserved. That is a fun read. And rumor has it, I may be involved in that at some point in the near future. Pinckney lines this one the other way. That's extra bases to left. Going down towards, well, I guess it's kind of the corner, even though it's not really one. But it's going to be a 1-out double. Here in the top of the fifth for Pinckney. Yeah, Dwayne said, Todd, another great play. Yeah, he's been a good pickup. I mean, it's booted Ezra Sutton, the old 19th century guy. Booted Ezra Sutton now. But Frazier has played very well since coming over to your Braves here. A guy who the Dodgers need to get going, if they're going to go anywhere beyond today, is Jackie Robinson. It's been a down season for Robinson. He struck out both times here today. Jackie just never really got it going this year. It's not a terrible season by any stretch, but certainly not a Jackie Robinson. Lines this one into center. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring another run home. Murphy comes up. The throw comes home. It's not in time. Pinckney comes in to score. It's an RBI single for Jackie Robinson, and the Dodgers have answered the Braves' 3 spot with 2 of their own. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Fastball down from Spahn. Robinson goes down and gets it and lines it into center. And now here's Davey Lopes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Lopes singled back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Pitch out. Robinson doesn't go. The winner of this game heads to Philadelphia to take on the National League's best record in the Philadelphia Phillies. Go over to first. Gotta wonder how the Phillies are looking at this series. They know the Braves very, very well. Do the Phillies want to face the Braves because the Dodgers upset the Phillies in the division series a year ago? Runner goes. Robinson in at second. No shot at him for Del Crandall. Off-speed pitch there from Spahn. Jackie Robinson gets a great jump and swipes the bag. I got to try to rework Jackie Robinson's face. I can make him look better than that. He doesn't really look much like Jackie Robinson. Fair. 2-1 the count. Spahn breaking ball the Lopes fouls it off. Do the Phillies want a shot at revenge against the Dodgers? Or would they rather face the division rival Braves? Fastball rings them up and in fastball from Spahn. That's a beauty. Fifth strikeout for Spahn. Lopes objects, but that was simply a pitch in a spot Lopes couldn't do anything with. Crandall with the fist pump after the strikeout there by Spahn. So, 2 down. Here's Dan Brothers. The tying run is at second here in the top of the 5th. 3-2 Atlanta. Brothers skies at the center. Murphy playing him somewhere in Stone Mountain, but comes on to make the grab. And the side is retired. So the Dodgers strike for 2. Spahn's been hittable here. The Dodgers 7 hits now through 5. We head to the bottom of the 5th, midway through. Braves lead the Dodgers 3-2 in the National League Wildcard Game. Here's Bob Horner. Horner is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Stone Mountain, Georgia, home of Jake the Snake Roberts. At least that's where he was billed from. I don't think he was really from. I don't know why they would have picked Stone Mountain as his home otherwise. 1-0 the count. Slider misses away. Roe delivers. Fastball is a called strike. Roe will try to shake off that 3-run 4. Staying away from Horner here. Fastball off the plate, and Horner doesn't go chasing. 3-1 the count. Roe rocks and fires. Horner fouls another one. Count goes full. Here's the pitch from Roe. Horner fights it off. Roe delivers. Horner takes it. Good eye by Bob Horner. Good at bat. He draws the walk there to start off the bottom of the 5th. That pitch didn't miss by much. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons flew out his first time up. Roe delivers. Simmons fouls off the changeup. Roe takes a peek at Horner. Unnecessarily, as Bob Horner pretty much tethered to first base, one would think. 1-1 offer. Fastball up and in on that inside corner. Roe and Spahn have both hit that spot a couple of times. And Preacher Roe, kind of the unheralded guy on this Dodgers staff. Simmons lashes this one to right, but right at Mondesi. Makes the grab. 4 out, number 1. Holly the Bernedoodle coming down the stairs to join me in the broadcast booth. There are times people probably think I should let Holly handle the broadcast. But here's Del Crandall. Crandall struck out his first time up. Pitch fastball misses away. No, rocks and fires. Fastball at the top of the zone for a called strike. It's 1-1. Pitch from Roe. Fouled up. 1-2 the count. Roe delivers. Curveball misses down low. 2-2 pitch. Curveball rides inside. Ronald Acuna waits on deck. 3-2 the count as Roe works to Crandall. Here's the pitch. Crandall out to right center. Long run. That ball's carrying. Willie Davis goes back, tracks it down. Good job by Davis. That ball hung a little bit longer than I thought it was going to off the bat, and Davis is able to track it. 2 away. Horner retreats to first. Here's Ronald Acuna. Acuna is 0 for 1. He's also walked and scored. Breaking ball, Acuna. Blast that one to foul. 34 homers during the regular season for Ronald Acuna Jr. 0-1 the count. Curveball there, goes the other way instead. Mondesi's underneath it. Puts it away. And that side is retired. So we're through 5 here at Fulton County Stadium. National League Wildcard Game. Braves 3. Dodgers 2 as we head to the 6th. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella is 0 for 2. He has flown out and grounded out. Spahn at 72 pitches. We'll see if Spahn can bounce back after giving up the 2 runs in the 5th. First pitch fastball off the plate. Curveball misses down and in. It's 2-0. Gets the sign here from Crandall. Delivers. Fastball just low. Borderline pitch. Spahn does not get the call. Spahn rocks, fires. Campanella swinging 3-0. Fouls it up. If anyone asks, what's the Stone Mountain record? Well, when I said that, because Dale Murphy was playing him very, very far before. So I was basically trying to say if he was playing him, so far he wasn't in Atlanta anymore. And Stone Mountain is another city in Georgia. So that was the Stone Mountain reference. Campanella draws the leadoff walk here in the 6th. Here's Wheat. He's 1 for 2. Singled in the 4th. Again, he was robbed his first time up of an extra base hit in the gap on a sensational play by Dale Murphy. It's been the Dale Murphy show here. Wheat chops this one to second. Cuccinello. And Cuccinello throws it away. Cuccinello throws it away. An error on Tony Cuccinello. Cuccinello, who made a bad decision in the first inning. Going for that force at second on the slow chopper and getting nobody. This time, Cuccinello makes the error, and that might be a huge one. First and second, nobody out. Here's Davis. Change up from Spahn on the outside corner. Cuccinello having some defensive struggles here in the National League Wildcard Game. Breaking ball pulled down to first. Horner has it. Horner throws to Simmons. Back to first. 3-6-3. No, Davis beats it out. They get the force at second. But now the tying run is on third in Roy Campanella. And here's Raul Mondesi. Mondesi is 1 for 2. He homered in the 5th. If Not seen bullpen action for the Braves as of yet. Fastball up and in. Mondesi fouls it off. Spahn delivers. Screwball away. It's 1-1. Warren Spahn, 9th in the National League in ERA during the regular season. Throw over to first. Davis gets back. Now you do see, I can't tell who that is, but it's a righty and a lefty throwing for the Braves. I believe Tom Glavine is actually the lefty. Ground ball to short. Simmons takes it to the bag himself. Throws to first. Gets him. Oh, by a half a step. Andrelton Simmons, double play ball, gets Mondesi, and Spahn gets out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Braves still lead it. Oh, terrific play by Andrelton Simmons. We're going to have to check that one. Got to look at the replay there. That was mighty close at first. What a play by Andrelton Simmons. Mondesi, big athletic guy, but gets down the line well. There you see Simmons ranging. Instead of flipping to Cuccinello, Cuccinello wisely gets out of his way. Forces Davis there. Now here's the throw to first. Oh my goodness. Got him. Beautifully done, Andrelton Simmons. So Preacher Roe starts the bottom of the 6th against Rico Carty. Change up for strike 1. The Braves defense has come up big a few times in this ballgame. Simmons does it there. Couple nice plays from Todd Frazier. A brilliant play by Dale Murphy earlier. Del Crandall throwing out Davis, trying to steal. Those have offset a couple of poor defensive plays by Tony Cuccinello. Fastball at the knees. The count goes to 2-2. Here's the pitch from Roe. Fastball is fouled off. Two offer. Curveball rides inside. Ollie Berger waits on deck. Roe delivers. Pull down to third, right at Pinckney. Throws to first. There's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the designated hitter.
Hoping that tomorrow night I will have the American League Wildcard Game. The Detroit Tigers visiting the Boston Red Sox. Fastball from Roe is in there for a call strike. Rookie Hal Newhouser set to go for the Tigers. This one's lined into left for a 1-out single. Smokey Joe Wood. Actually, no, that's right, because I forgot, because they're playing a day later, so he's actually fully rested. So Pedro Martinez is going to go for the Red Sox in that wild card game. So Martinez and Newhouser in the AL wild card game. Here's Dale Murphy. Murphy, 3-run jack, accounting for all 3 of the Braves' runs. 1 out, 1 on. As Roe works to Murphy. Haven't seen Dodgers bullpen action yet. Fastball there on the inside corner. And, of course, on cue. Appreciate that, guys. Well done by the guys in the truck. Jim Brewer, the lefty. Larry Sherry, the right. Brewer had a miserable regular season. The Dodgers, in need of a lefty, wanting another lefty in the bullpen, elected to carry Brewer on the postseason roster, at least for the wild card game. 0-2, the count as Roe works to Murphy. Murphy lines this one, hit well to left, going back. It's a one-hopper off the base of the wall. Wheat digs it out, throw comes in, second and third. It's a double for Dale Murphy, who is leaving his mark on this National League wild card game. A 3-run homer and now a double off the bat of Murph, in addition to a spectacular defensive play. So now it's second and third for Atlanta. Do they take him out? And they are. So Preacher Roe's day is done. Pat on the back from Campanella. And now Roe leaves on the short end of a 3-2 score, with 2 runners in scoring position still on his ledger. And Burleigh Grimes is going to get the call. Grimes made 1 appearance in the regular season for the Dodgers, and it was in game 163 against the Mets, and he ended up getting the win. Now Grimes is going to be tasked with getting Todd Frazier here. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Change up there. Frazier's out in front of it. Grimes being thrown right into the fire here. Out here in Atlanta. Love to see a big hit from Todd Frazier. Change up, misses inside. It's 1-1. Could argue to walk Frazier here and set up a double play. They're electing to go at him. Fastball misses inside. 2-1. Perhaps kinda, sorta pitching around him. Tell a lot by this 2-1 pitch. Grimes delivers. Fastball up high. It's 3-1. Cuccinello waits on deck. Grimes from the set. Delivers. Fastball up high. Frazier fouls it straight back. Yes, Nathaniel, I agree. That Tigers Red Sox game is going to be fun. Certainly got a great pitching matchup. 3-2 offering. Grimes, fastball in there. Strike 3 called. Frazier goes down looking. And if you're Todd Frazier, I don't think you can let that ball pass.
Number 15.
You got to try to put that ball in play. Even a weak ground ball, get the run in. Instead, he goes down looking. And now, Grimes will try to get Cuccinello. Breaking ball there for strike 1. Cuccinello swings and misses. He is lined out and grounded out. Grimes from the set. Delivers. Good changeup. Cuccinello swings over the top of that one. Now Grimes is ahead of him, 0-2. Grimes delivers. Gets him fishing. Cuccinello goes chasing one way out of the zone. Burleigh Grimes comes in, retires, both men to face him. Strikes out both men to face him. Keep this a 3-2 ball game as we head to the 7th here in Atlanta. You're the Braves. You might rue not getting an insurance run out of that inning. So Warren Spahn will start the 7th. All right, it's not about pitch count. He's only at 83 pitches. Let's go and check now that it's the 7th. Newcomb is the lefty. Bedrosian's the righty. So they've got 2 guys throwing. Dodgers have Sherry and Brewers. All right, so both sides have bullpen guys getting ready. Here's Russell. He's 0 for 2. That one is pulled foul. I think at this point, Spahn's, after the 2 runs in the 5th, Spahn's going to be watched with a close eye here. Fastball there is a called strike. Again, this Braves bullpen has not been great. Also has to factor in the 0-2 offering from Spahn to Russell. Ground ball down to third, right at Frazier. Gobbles it up, throws the first. There's one away.
Now batting, number 5.
So that will bring up George Pinckney. Pinckney 2 for 2, a double, a single, a run scored. George Pinckney think I said Ed Pinckney before. Thinking of the old Villanova basketball player. Pinckney puts this one out to left. George Pinckney, that is, at Rico Cardi for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman.
So Spahn gets through the first two batters of the seventh without much issue. Turns over. Here's Jackie Robinson. Robinson had an RBI single his last time. 1 for 3. Change up. This is up high. Yes, Dwayne correctly notes Ed Pinckney played for the Celtics. Yes, he did. He kicked around to a few places. Pinckney made the rounds. Fastball misses down low. Change up there is fouled off. Spahn rocks. Deals again. 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses down low. 3-1 offer. Robinson gets into that one but pulls it down. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Robinson lashes it. And that's a fair ball down the right field line. Jackie Robinson is around first. Acuna digs it out. Robinson digging for second. He's going to pull in with a stand-up 2-out double. Oh, boy. I got to check that again. That ball looked like, oh, they'll show me the replay. Well, that's that. That doesn't show you anything. I cannot believe that ball stayed fair. But Jackie Robinson now, his second hit of the day. And if the Dodgers move forward here, that's going to look big for them. We'll get to the replay in a minute, but that's going to be the end for Warren Spahn. So Robinson's double knocks Spahn out of the ball game. He exits with a 3-2 lead. And now it's going to be up to the Braves bullpen to hold this one down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Terry Lightenberg is called on here. Lightenberg 5-4, a 4.01 ERA in 68 appearances. Check out that replay. I want to see where that ball hit. No shot at Horner to do anything. Oh, on the chalk. Yep, it was a fair ball, though. So now Lightenberg, dealing with Robinson on second, gonna go after Lopes because Dan Brothers is waiting on deck. Splitter stays up in the zone, but it's still a called strike. Oh and 1. Lightenberg and Lopes, top of the seventh. Braves lead at 3-2 here in the National League Wildcard Game. Lopes hits it out to right field, but Acuna is right there. Puts it away and the side is retired. Lightenberg gets the job done. So Warren Spahn goes 6 2/3. Lightenberg gets them through the seventh. Seventh inning stretch time here in Atlanta. Braves 6 outs away from moving on to the National League Division Series. Burleigh Grimes will stay in for the Dodgers, and he will face Bob Horner here. Horner is 0 for 1. Walk back in the fifth. You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me see. Do you consider, if you're the Braves, Powell is your only lefty bat on the bench, do you consider using Powell here? Or perhaps letting him hit for one of the other guys? Maybe Cuccinello, or check out the box score again. You know, hit for Sim. Well, they're not going to take Simmons' defense out up by a run. You could hit Powell here for Horner, actually. Might not be a bad trade-off. Powell's actually not a bad first baseman either. I think that's what they're gonna do. The right-handed pitcher on the mound, Boog Powell, is gonna come in and pinch hit for Bob Horner.
Your attention, please.
So Powell, 289, 28 homers, 73 RBI. He sat against the left-handed starter, as he has for much of the season. But now Boog Powell comes on to face Burleigh Grimes to open up the bottom of the seventh. First pitch fastball on the inside corner for strike one. And Powell acquired in a trade that sent Mike Remlinger, and I'm forgetting who else, to the Orioles. Breaking ball, good. Curveball there from Grimes, and he's ahead of Powell 0-2. Grimes from the set, delivers. Fastball misses down and away. Campanella wants it low. Curveball misses inside. Two and two the count. Grimes deal. Popped up on the infield. Russell underneath it, right on the edge of the cutout near second base, puts it away for out number one.
Now batting, number 19.
So Powell is set aside. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Simmons is 0 for 2. Made a terrific defensive play earlier on to rob Raul Mondesi and save a run. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-0. Grimes delivers. That one's pulled in the left, and Andrelton Simmons comes up with a one-out single. Good job there by Simmons. In for his defense. Simmons comes through with the base hit. So now, here's Del Crandall. Crandall is 0 for 2. Change up on the corner. Crandall has struck out and flown out. You know what? Hold on. Maybe consider pinch hitting for Crandall. Oh, Crandall has already thrown out a base runner. That's got to factor in a bit. Again, protecting a lead. He's a better defensive player than Lopez. Protecting a lead here, I'm inclined to go for defense. Leave Crandall in this game. 0-1 the count. Grimes delivers. Crandall goes chasing a slider down in the dirt. It's 0-2. I think if a runner was in scoring position, it's a little bit different there in terms of a pinch hitter, but I think you've got the better defensive shortstop and the better defensive catcher. You leave them in the game, protecting a one-run lead late. Foul straight back. 1-2 the count as Grimes works for Crandall. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Crandall pulls one down to third. 5, 4, 3 double play, and the side is retired. So Crandall puts one right made to order for George Pinckney down at third and is doubled up. We're through 7 here at Fulton County. Braves trying to close it out. They led in this same spot a year ago. Boog Powell will stay in to play first base. Sean Newcomb is going to come on to pitch the 8th. Newcomb 1-3, a 3.52 earned run average, a 1-3 mark on the year for Newcomb. Newcomb will start the inning. He will start it against Dan Brothers. Brothers is 1 for 3.
The first baseman, number 0.
Let's check out who else Atlanta has. They've got Kimbrel throwing already. Interesting. They've also got Bedrock out there. For now, they rely on Newcomb to face Brothers. Slider misses inside. Craig Kimbrel. Will Kimbrel have PTSD over last year's wild card game against these Dodgers, when the Dodgers scored 2 against him in the ninth? Brothers strikes this one well out to center. Murphy is there, though. Puts it away for out number 1.
The catcher, number 39.
The Brothers gave it a ride, but gave it a ride to the deepest part of the yard. Here's Campanella. He's 0 for 2. He's also walked. Change up from Newcomb. Misses outside. Campanella fouls it off. 16-3 down the stretch for these Dodgers to get themselves into this position. Curveball misses down low. The only team hotter down the stretch of the season was the Minnesota Twins. Change up high. Newcomb wanted that call. He didn't get it. 3-1 the count. That 3-batter rule really complicates things in terms of navigating the lineup. 3-1 offering. Campanella fouls it off. Three-two pitch. Fastball misses inside for ball 4. So Roy Campanella, the potential tying run, draws the walk. Here's Zach Wheat. Wheat is 1 for 3. He singled in the 4th. Again, Wheat hits lefties well. You're the Dodgers here. Not thinking in terms of pinch hitting Wheat here. Wheat hits lefties better than most of the righties. He's got, Matt Kemp okay, but Zach Wheat's a 300 hitter. You're not pinch hitting for Zach Wheat. You are, however, running for Roy Campanella here. Got the speedy Pete Reeser. You lose a lefty bat there, but that's all right. You still have Ripper Collins as well as Socha. So Reeser is going to come in and run for Campanella for the Dodgers as the tying run here in the top of the 8th. Now, for the Braves, Kimbrel is almost loose. Bedrosian is loose. So we've got 1 out, 1 on. Wheat and Davis. So Newcomb will stay on through Davis. And then come out of this game pretty much no matter what. Here's the pitch. Slider called strike 1 to Zach Wheat. Sean Newcomb trying to get through this 8th inning. Oh, 1 the count. Newcomb from the set. Fastball misses outside. Farmer Stooley, how are you? Welcome aboard. I'm grinding the Sosa program. Oh, for 25? Is that the 20 homers in June thing? I think I saw that on Facebook before. That ridiculous. What was that? 98? He did that. Very cool. Very cool. 1-1. Newcomb misses up and in to Zach Wheat. It's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. 3-1. Newcomb now struggling a little bit. Willie Davis waits on deck. misses outside for ball 4. So Sean Newcomb has now pitched himself into a little bit of a jam here. Here's Willie Davis. Davis is 0 for 2 in his walk. All right. I know it's lefty-lefty, but a reliever walking 2 straight guys doesn't sit well with me. Now they've sat Bedrosian for camp. All right, let's see. You get Mondesi is actually slightly worse against lefty. I'm going to sit Rick Camp now. I'm going to go do a mound visit. I don't think that Glavin's going to be able to get ready in time here, though. But if he gets past the midway point, I'll get Newcomb out of here. Oh, Glavin actually got to the midway point. All right. I think you're going to rely on Glavin to get you out of this. Against Davis. Davis is much better against righties than lefties. So Tom Glavin is going to come out of the bullpen for the Braves. 2-1, a 4.31 ERA after being called up from the minors in September. And young Tom Glavin now gets the big appearance against Willie Davis. First and second, 1 out. Top of the 8th, Braves lead the Dodgers 3-2 in this National League Wildcard Game. Year 4 of the Franchise Stars Baseball League. The Dodgers have left 9 runners on base. First pitch strike from Glavin. Breaking ball. Davis pulls it foul, and Glavin's ahead of him 0-2. Glavin delivers. Change up, misses outside. One-two offer. Change up. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Glavin working to Willie Davis. Davis tops it down to first. Powell goes to second and gets the runner back to first, not in time. So they get the force at second. A risky play there by Powell. That ball was not hit hard. But they do get the force at second. And now Matt Kemp is going to be called on to pinch hit for the Dodgers. He's going to pinch hit. Who the hell is he pinch hitting for? Oh, he's pinch hitting for Mondesi. Oh, that's a weird call, but all right. Mondesi is a home run in the game. I can't undo that, though. So they're going to go with Kemp against Glavin here. First and third, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Curveball from Glavin is in for a called strike. I appreciate that. But the girl out in Oakland, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Slider away. Jenny Kavnar, I think. She was like a sideline person, and she was fine at that. They just tried to make her into something more there. Yeah, she's pretty atrocious. 1-1 the count. Change up. Down and away. 2-1. Glavin delivers. Fastball misses up and away. 3-1. Bill Russell waits on deck. Yeah, and we're spoiled here in New York with the Mets announcers because I mean they're all great except for I don't love the radio guy with Howie Rose, the young guy they brought in. He's all right, but no shot deep to left center. Oh my goodness, Matt Kemp Off Tom Glavine, deep drive, it's gone. 3-run homer, Matt Kemp. Shows you what I know. Questioning the pinch hitting for Mondesi, and Kemp takes Glavine deep. And the Dodgers have done it to the Braves late in the wild card game again. Second year in a row. Matt Kemp goes deep, 5-3 Los Angeles. Oh my goodness. Matt Kemp. Where is this pitch? Oh, wow. That's not even a bad pitch by Glavine. And Kemp puts it out of here. 5-3 Dodgers. Here's Bill Russell. Curveball is in. Russell grounded out his last time up. Oh my goodness. Hopped up to second. Cuccinello is there, puts it away, and the side is retired. But the Dodgers have driven a stake through the heart of the Braves here in Atlanta in the wild card game. We head to the bottom of the eighth, 5-3 LA. No, I am not playing. All right, so you're new. First of all, I appreciate you tuning in. So this is a project I developed. This is back in MLB The Show 22. And I created and rated all these guys as Bert Hooton comes on for the Dodgers here, 2-1 at 2.38. Basically, the format is every franchise has 100 players in their master player pool from throughout history. A random generator spit out 40 of them to start for year one. And then every year, another 4 plus one random Negro Leaguer come in for each franchise. So it's kind of like a franchise stars roster with a twist because it's designed for career mode. So not all the great guys are in right now. Like Chipper Jones isn't even in the league yet. He will be eventually, but he's not now. Hank Aaron isn't in the league yet for the Braves. You know, that kind of thing. They will be in the league eventually, just not as of yet. So it's basically a whole project that I created. This is season 4 of the project. Knuckle curve from Hooton gets Acuna there, and the count goes to 1-2. Breaking ball there down in the dirt. Sosha blocks it, throws down to first, and Acuna is set aside with the strikeout. 1 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I create all the guys manually. When the game is playing, it's CPU versus CPU. I just get involved in management decisions for both teams, like bullpen or pinch hitting 7th inning or later, because the game does some kind of wonky stuff there. Chopped down to third by Carty. Pinckney makes the play, and there's quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. So here's Wally Berger. Berger is 1 for 3, singled back in the 6th. Hooton rocks and fires. The curve is in there for strike 1. Hooton deals. Knuckle curve again, and Berger swings and misses, and Hooton's ahead 0-2, and the whole vibe here at Fulton County Stadium has left the building. Matt Kemp has sucked the life out of Fulton County Stadium. 0-2 the count. Hooton delivers. Misses down low. Berger smokes that one in the left for a 2-out single. And the Braves will get the tying run of the plate in the form of Dale Murphy. Now I got to think, if you're the Dodgers here, when Hooton got the first 2 outs, I'll leave Hooton in rather than go to Saito, because Saito hasn't been great this year for the Dodgers, so we'll leave Hooton in. Murph, ground ball to first. Brothers picks it. Takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. Nice play by Dan Brothers. Murphy hits it hard. We head to the top of the ninth here in Atlanta. Dodgers 5, Braves 3 in the National League Wildcard Game.
Your attention, please.
So Rick Camp will now come on for Atlanta. 9-4, a 3.7 earned run average, and 60 appearances for Camp. He will start off facing George Pinckney. Pinckney 2 for 3, a single and a double with a run scored. Slider from Camp, misses down and in. There is a called strike. 1-1 the count. I don't know about you all, I'm still stunned by the Kemp home run. I kind of felt good about the Braves here. Pinckney hits this one opposite field. That one's carrying out to left, but Rico Cardi on the warning track puts it away for out number 1. Order turns over. Here's Jackie Robinson. Robinson is 2 for 4, a single and a double with an RBI. Also has a stolen base on the day. Slider misses away. Craig Kimbrel and Kid Nichols throwing out in the Braves bullpen. If the Braves turn away from Camp here in the ninth, something will have gone terribly wrong. Sinker misses down and away. Two and 0 the count. Sinker misses away. Yeah, Dwayne, well, that was the thing. It kind of seemed like it was pitching around him a bit. And again, I mean, and the pitch he hit out wasn't a bad pitch. That pitch might have even been out of the zone. I mean, you saw the graph of him going for it. He was lunging, he was off balance, and he still put that ball out over there. I don't even think that was a terrible pitch by Glavine. But I certainly did not see that homer coming. That's the Mets version of Tommy Glavine you got there. 2 down, here's Davey Lopes. I'll never forgive Glavine for that last game of the season choke job against the Marlins. Slider misses away. 1-1 the count. Camp delivers, shot out into right field. Acuna is going to have to play that one on the hop. So a 2-out single for Davey Lopes, the John Oates lookalike. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I was late to the game there. I have to let him throw a pitch here, which kind of sucks. Really, Camp shouldn't face Brothers here. Hoping for a no-swing situation. They go with a pitch out. Runner goes. No chance to get him, though. Lopes gets in. So now let's... Really not. Oh, that's right. With the Braves used both their lefties. Oh, that's right. They used both their lefties. They used Newcomb and they've used Glavine. But I still think you're going against Brothers, their best hitter. You probably have to go to Kimbrel here. You want your best pitcher against their best hitter right now. You've got to keep this a 2-run game. So Kimbrel comes on, 46 saves during the regular season, a 2.56 ERA, a sub-1 whip. Kimbrel was very, very good. 51 appearances. Now Kimbrel will deal with Dan Brothers. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Let's see here. He throws a ball here. I think you'll walk him. I don't think there's any reason to. Yeah, 2-0. I think you'll walk him here. There's no reason to, because Campanella's not in next. Mike Scioscia's in next. And now the runner is already at second base. No reason to deal with Dan Brothers here. No, Scioscia burns you here, so be it. But Brothers is their best hitter. There's no reason to. And you can't pinch hit for Scioscia because they don't have another catcher. So first and second, 2 outs, top of the ninth. Craig Kimbrel trying to keep this a 2-run game. Fastball misses up and away. It's 1-0. 244, a homer, 15 RBIs for Scioscia during the regular season. Kimbrel delivers. Scioscia drives it out to center. Going back on it is Murphy. Makes the play, and the side is retired. So here come the Braves. Their last crack. Frazier, Cuccinello, and Powell due up as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Gotta believe Takashi Saito will come on for the Dodgers, and he will. 35 saves during the regular season, a 3.89 earned run average for Saito. 43 appearances total, a 1-3 record. All right, so Frazier is 0 for 3. Let's see how the Braves play this. It's all righties on the bench and not really great ones. Swanson wasn't good. Glenn Hubbard is really there for defense. You can go Javi if you need to. You can go Lonnie if you need to here, actually. We don't have anybody else who can play third now. Oh, no, Cuccinello can play third. I almost think you're more inclined to pinch hit maybe for Cuccinello than you are for Frazier at this point. Despite Cuccinello's hot start to the season, he hasn't been mistaken. So Frazier will hit for himself here. He's 0 for 3. Dodgers looking to advance to the National League Division Series for a second year in a row against the Phillies. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. A year ago, the Braves led the Dodgers entering the 9th inning. This year, they led the Dodgers entering the 8th inning. A year ago, they came up short. They're on the short end of the ledger here today. But Saito misses up high, 3-0. Cuccinello waits on deck. Gotta think that Todd Frazier is taking 3-0 here. And he does for ball 4. So Frazier draws a lead-off walk to open up the bottom of the ninth. And the Braves will get the tying run to the plate. Cuccinello is 0 for 3 today. He struck out back in the 6th. I think if you're the Braves, you might be trying to just keep the line moving here. I think Lonnie Smith is going to pinch hit for him. Also gives you a little bit of speed on the bases as the tying run if he gets a hit. That's true, Dwayne. That's true. Tony has had some big hits for you. That's true. All right. Well, I'll let you manage this one, Mr. Martz. You want Tony to stay in and hit here, or you can bring in Lonnie Smith to pinch hit for him. Smith on the year, 256, 9 homers, 25 RBIs in 83 games. That's true. Cuccinello has had some big hits, not just the power. He had that power spurt early on in the season, but overall, he has had some big hits for you. So I get that. Let Tony hit. All right, we'll let Tony hit. We're going to let Cuccinello try to get it done here. Fastball from Saito misses outside. Saito has thrown 5 straight balls to open the bottom of the ninth. Make it 6. Fastball away. Craig Kimbrel blew the save for the Braves in last year's National League Wildcard Game to these Dodgers. Tashi Saito trying to avoid the same fate. There's a fastball on the outside corner. 2-1 the count. Weekly chopped out to second. Robinson knows that he doesn't have a shot at 2 there. Robinson takes the out at first. Smartly done by Jackie Robinson. So Cuccinello is set aside. Runner on second. And that will bring up Boog Powell. Powell did not start this game against the lefty Preacher Roe. He's in there now. 28 homers on the year. For Boog Powell, he's 0 for 1. Popped out his first time up. Fastball from Saito misses high. Powell absolutely has the ability to tie this ball game. 1-0 pitch from Saito. Slider, borderline, doesn't get the call. That's what happens when you throw 5 straight balls. 2-0 the count to Powell. Good hitters count here. Ground ball. Off the end of the bat. Robinson ranges to his left. Flips to Brothers, and the Braves are down to their final out. So Powell gets it off the end of the bat. Robinson pounces on it. So now for Atlanta. Oh boy. All right, let me see. Simmons has a hit today. Do have another shortstop. All right. Simmons hits righties. He had 272 during the season. Simmons was not as bad as I thought he was offensively. Sorry, just want to make sure I manage this properly here. Crandall only hit 246. So you could theoretically go Simmons here, and then Javi Lopez didn't have a great. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place here. Lopez didn't have a great. He hit 16 homers though. I'm inclined though to go for the average at this point. Stretch it out, and I think actually, you know what? I think Lonnie Smith hits here. Smith hits for Simmons, and then Javi can hit for Crandall if Smith comes up with the hit here. I think that's actually probably the best way to play this. So Lonnie Smith, 256, 9 homers, 25 RBIs. Smith has had some big hits over the first 4 years of the FSBL for these Braves. They're going to ask him to keep the line moving here in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, runner on third. Fastball at the knees for strike 1. Smith whirls away, tries to keep his composure. Saito from the set. Crowd here at Fulton County trying to urge them on. Fastball is in there for a called strike, and the Braves are down to their final strike. Saito ahead of Lonnie Smith, 0-2. Saito delivers. Way out of the zone there. Smith doesn't chase. One and 2 the count. Saito gets the sign from Sosha. Delivers. Another fastball out of the zone. 2-2. Saito staying outside to Smith. Slider misses up high. Sosha trying to get Saito to calm down. Del Crandall is waiting on deck, but I believe Javi Lopez will hit if Smith reaches here. 3-2 the count. Saito to Smith. Payoff pitch. Smith, high fly ball to left. Carrying, but it's going to stay in the yard. Wheat's underneath it. The ball game is over, and the Dodgers have advanced to the National League Division Series for the second year in a row. A late comeback over the Braves in the wild card game. This time it's a 3-run homer, pinch hit homer from Matt Kemp off Tom Glavine in the top of the 8th. And the Dodgers take down the Braves and celebrate a wild card win at Fulton County Stadium for the second year in a row. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Braves. And the Dodgers will get to try to spoil the Phillies season for the second year in a row. Burleigh Grimes gets the win. Tom Glavine, they put him in a Dodgers jersey there. That's just cruel. It's saying that he helped the other team. They put Glavine in the Dodgers jersey in the graphic. Gives up the big home run to Kemp. Kemp gets the player of the game honors for the 3-run jack. Dale Murphy did everything he possibly could to carry the Braves here. 2 for 4, a homer, a double, 3 RBIs, the 3-run shot in the 4th, a terrific defensive play as well. And the guy you really feel bad for here, Warren Spahn. So Spahn a year ago throws 8 innings of 1-run ball and then watches them blow it. This time he wasn't as good this year, but still 2 runs over 6 2/3. And Spahn is left on the short end once more. Thank you, Dwayne. Thank you, Nathaniel. Appreciate it. Always appreciate you guys tuning in. Nice to have a new guy in here. Farmer Stooley as well. Appreciate you checking in. SGJ Jamie was in here as well. Paul was in here earlier on. So appreciate you guys popping into the chat. Oh, the poor Braves. I'll tell you, I thought the Braves had this one. I did. But when they were up 3-2 and they stopped the Dodgers there, they came up with a few defensive plays. They had the nice play by Frazier. They had the great double play from Simmons, which is when I really thought that they were gonna close this one out. Murphy had that great play earlier on. I thought that the Braves were going to get it done this time, but the Dodgers take them down again here in the wild card game. So tomorrow, hopefully, it'll be on the later side again, kind of like tonight, sometime between 10 and 11, probably. But we will have the American League wild card game. The Detroit Tigers visit the Boston Red Sox at Fenway. Hal Newhouser and Pedro Martinez will be the pitching matchup there. Bang that like button if you haven't as of yet. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, everybody, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Dodgers take the wild card game over the Braves in Atlanta.